Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to learn how to make these adorable little receiving blankets. If you have a baby due or new family member coming to your family, grandson, granddaughter, whatever, they need a blanket. These little receiving blankets are really, really cute, easy. I've used Cuddle on the back and Flannel on the top, but you can use any combination you like of that. Look how adorable they turned out. Mine turned out 31 square. So I'm going to show you how to make it today. These are adorable. I think they're so cute. So I got a new grandbaby going to be born at the end of this month, and we are excited. Absolutely excited. So everybody over here is like, you know, baby making mode, and we got all kind of baby things to make. Okay, so what I have is a piece of Cuddle fabric here. And if you've done anything with Cuddle, let me suggest not flailing it around. Cut your pieces, go out the door and shake it really good, and you'll be fine. There's no more come off once you shake it. I've cut mine 36 inches square, and that's because I want a 3-inch border all the way around mine. So this one's cut 36 inches square, and then my top is going to be cut 30 inches square. So that's what I have here, 30-inch square piece, and this one is 36-inch square. Okay, so then what we're going to do, let me find my ruler. Okay, so then what we're going to do is you're going to take your ruler and you're going to find your 45-inch line, your 45-degree line. If you line your 45-degree line on the edge here of the square corner, put your 45-degree line there. And as I mentioned earlier, I want a 3-inch border around mine, so I'm going to go down 3 inches and put the 3 inches on the corner of the square, and my 45 on the side here. 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to cut that off, this little triangle piece at the bottom here, and I'm going to do that for all 4 sides. I've already done it for these. So so now what you're going to do is take your piece, fold these 2 pieces right side together, this little part we just cut off. I don't know if you can see this little corner we just cut off. And so right here at 1/4 inch, back stitching at the beginning and the end on all 4 sides. All right, so find the corner that you cut off, fold it wrong sides together, and I'm going to clip it. And I'm going to sew 1/4 inch right here. Back stitching at the beginning and the end, and I'm going to do it on a 2.5 stitch length, 1/4 inch. I'm just doing a straight stitch. And then see, it kind of gives us this little pocket. And we're going to stick the other piece inside here when we get it. I don't know if you can actually see that. Maybe these color choices weren't the best choice. So I'm going to do that for the other 3 remaining corners. Making sure that you do right sides together, because you don't want some corners going one way, some going the other way. Okay, so there's my corner. I'm going to fold it this way. And 1/4 inch. All of my friends have begged me to make a video showing how I do this. So this video is for them and for you, but mostly for them. Okay, this is my third corner. I'm going to fold this wrong sides together. Trim your tails. And we got one more. Cuddle fabric flying all over the wall here. Static electricity sticking to everything. Okay, last corner. There we go. Okay, here we are. So you see we have our corner sewed there, and I'm just going to take it and flip it out. All four corners. It's going to be the easiest receiving blanket you've ever made. And see how it kind of makes this little pocket, like this little, border edge pocket all the way around here. And that's what we want. I don't know if you can see that, but see how it's folded in? And I'll go ahead and kind of fold mine in about 3 inches or so, just making sure everything's straight. And I'm going to take my 30-inch piece, and this is a piece of flannel, and I'm going to lay it right side up, and I'm just going to tuck it in this little pocket that I made all the way around. Everything nice and smooth, straight and put in here. I'm going to do this other side once I get this side pinned down. I'm going to use my same pins that I used to put quilts on the long arm, these big corsage pins. And I'm going to pin it. And when I say I'm going to pin it, when you think you have enough of pins in here, I want you to add some more. Because this cuddle fabric will shift and stretch and pull and go wonky on you really, really quick. Ooh, that pin was a little dull. So when you think you got enough of pins, add some more. Lots of pins. And I'm just going to go all the way around. All the way around on this side. And go up the corner. Kind of want to keep this straight as you can, so it looks like it's straight. Slide it down, tuck this other end in. Keeping everything straight. And I'm going to pin up and around this corner. Now this is a good place to use a lot of your decorative stitches that come on the domestic machines. The zigzag stitch is a great one to do on this. It stops a lot of the moving and getting wonky that this cuddle fabric does. But you can use any of the really pretty decorative stitches if you want to. So I only got a straight stitch, so I'm just going to straight stitch mine around. I'm going to do mine about 1/8 of an inch from this edge here. I'm going to do 1/8 of an inch all the way around. So that's what mine's going to look like. Super cute. I really like these colors. So if you can't tell, we're having a little boy. I say we, but my daughter. She's having a little boy. The end of the month. We are really excited. See what I say about when you think you have enough, add more. Because I'm going back and adding more. Anywhere there's a little spot, because it will shift and move on you, and then it'll look like the front of it pushed and the bottom one didn't, and you just got to add pins. Lots and lots and lots of pins. Yeah, just like this. I think I'm going to add 2 more pins. And then head to the machine and sew it. Like I said, you can use a zigzag stitch. A zigzag is a great stitch for this. But I'm just going to straight stitch it because that's what I got. I think that might be enough of pins. This is also a great place too if you want to put the baby's name, monogram it somehow or another. If the theme is like dinosaurs, then you can put a little dinosaur there. Whatever, you know. But you can decorate these however. I think I need to readjust that. Do you see how I have all this extra here? So I'm just going to pull these off and get it straight. That one has a tiny head on it. I about missed that one. Excuse me. And then just tuck this in. There we go. Now it's laying down smooth and straight. And I'm going to take this to the machine and I'm going to sew 1/8 of an inch from the inside of this. You can do 1/8 of an inch from the outside if you want to. I'm not. I'm just going to do 1/8 of an inch on the inside. Or 1/4 of an inch if you want to. I guess you could do 1/4 of an inch, but I'm going to do 1/8 of an inch. I like my top stitching to look like it's about to fall off. So I'm going to head to the machine and do that all the way around. I'm going to increase my stitch length to probably a 3.5. Yeah, that looks good. I'm going to start in the corner and work my way around. Back stitching at the beginning and the end. Ow! And remember there's pins, so don't grab hold of the around the outside. And take your time here. And just sew from pin to pin. Don't sew over your pins. You could really mess your machine up that way. These pins in backwards. When I hit this corner, I'm going to put my foot down in the corner and I'm going to pivot, put the needle down, and then pivot. And then sew right off of that. I'll sew to the corner again, put my needle down, and turn and pivot. And again, guys, I'm just sewing really, really close to the edge of the inside raw edge of this. Once you sew it and you get all these frays off, like again, I'll take it outside and I'll shake the fool out of it, and once it all comes off, it's not going to come back again. All this is coming off on it. It won't come back again. If anything, you could probably go ahead and run it through the wash and dry cycle. That'll get rid of a lot of it, but it might I might still shake it off before I put it in the washer. And then I'm just going to continue on around. And I'm just sewing from pin to pin. Again, readjusting, making sure everything's laying flat and straight and there's no twisting. Yeah, see, that turns out really, really cute that way. Just take your time. Even if you see it getting a little wonky, take it out and refix it. Mine's laying good and flat, so I'm happy with that. I'm coming back into the corner where I started from. I'm going to go ahead and trim my tails on the front and back just so they don't get knotted. And I'm going to back stitch just like that. Super easy. You're going to love these. All right, guys, look how adorable this turned out. This is the back, this is the front, and you can see where I stitched at, which, I mean, I'm okay with. You really can't see the threads, but you can see the groove where it sewed it. But that's okay. That don't bother me none. So this is the one we just made with some sweet, I don't think this is cuddle. I think this just might be that faux fur kind of stuff. I'm not sure. But so that's what this is. But, you know, I'm a little extra and I go a little overboard. So let me show you the other ones that I made. Okay, so we've seen this one in the beginning with the little bears on it. This is that cuddle. You can see. And again, see, you can tell where my sew line is. I'm okay with that. These are so adorable. So I've done that one. And of course we've done dinosaurs. And this is Minky. So I put Minky on the back of this one, that dot Minky with the cute little dinosaurs. And again, all of my centers in the middle are flannel. That one's really cute. So she didn't go, my daughter didn't go with a theme. She just went boys. So then I've got this one, and I got that Sweet Cuddle on the back again. That's so soft. So this one's the little whales. Yeah, I told you I went overboard. And I got one more, and this one is the sloths. And I got all of this at Hobby Lobby. This I don't think is cuddle fabric. I think this is just that like very soft, maybe velveteen, or I don't know. Let's see if I can show you. See, it's very soft, and it's got a nap, but it's not that cuddle. It's just really, really, really soft. So that's them. Oh, I love it. I'm so excited. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He'll have 5 little receiving blankets. I'm so excited. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps. Love you. Bye.